Previously on the final pitch.
So investor judges, the final pitch begins now.
In 917 Ventures, we provide you the machinery to build it.
I could put you in our Innovation and Creative Enterprise program.
I would love to take on your offer, Vince and Joel, to work together, and I look forward to it.
Maybe one way that we can work together really is to see some of your content creators can work with us. In fact, there may be some area that we can potentially collaborate on that.
We have a platform called Centro, literally the Filipino for marketplace. We would give that to you for free.
I do gratefully accept the offers to explore this opportunity to work together.
This week, the chosen entrepreneurs and innovators undergo virtual mentorship. And the next batch of entrepreneurs take the stage. My name is John Aguilar, and I'm a serial entrepreneur based in Manila, Philippines. I've gathered a formidable cast of business and industry leaders looking to fund and support the country's post-pandemic solutions. Lee Hao Zhuang, President and CEO of leading Pan-Asian insurer, FWD Philippines. Vince Yaman, Managing Director of Globe Telecom's corporate venture builder, 917 Ventures. Joel Santos, President and co-founder of the School for Entrepreneurs and Innovators, THEMS International Business School. And John Yanuschak, President and CEO of the FinTech Venture Studio and Venture Fund of the Union Bank of the Philippines, UBX. Our goal is to find and support the new breed of heroes taking on the challenges of a post-pandemic future. Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch. Mentorship, whether on or off camera, has always been a strong contributing factor to the success of the Final Pitch alumni. For this season's Heroes Edition, we take mentorship online. We have here today the Executive Director of Kubo joining us for the first time as a mentor here on the Final Pitch. Hi, Kat.
Hi, John. Thank you for having me here. Today, I really just want to talk to you all about Startup Bayanihan. How do we innovate amidst the crisis and what's been going on in the tech startup ecosystem? Our whole mission at Kubo is, Filipino startups changing the world. We believe that we can create something in the Philippines by working together that will create huge impact in our country, in our communities, but also potentially on a global scale. These are the typical kind of things that people associate with a startup. I'm sure this is why many of you became entrepreneurs, right? You thought about something that you just felt like had to go out into the world. The people are really, especially the early stages, probably the lifeblood of your startup. And building a great culture is super important. Third thing is the market. It's important to have a big enough market. Let me put it that way. As entrepreneurs, there's nothing wrong with dreaming big. In fact, you should be dreaming big. The last thing, I guess, is funding. So people always say it's super hard to raise money here in the Philippines, but people have raised money here. Your job is to build the idea and to some extent, yes, market that idea so that, investors will want to get behind it. And finally, right, there's timing and luck. So those are really the 5 things, right? So I'm going to close with some of my tips. First is vision. Fall in love with vision that you have as an organization, as a company. My second big kind of bucket of tips, right, has to do with action. I think this is the most important thing that entrepreneurs need to do is they need to act. They need to be doing things. My tips on funding, this is super normal. Be ready to pitch like 100 times. You will get rejected and that's super normal. Raising money takes time and you should set aside time for it. Very important, and another common mistake that I see, right, having realistic projections and valuation is important. Don't undervalue your company, but also don't blow it up around dreams and things that just, haven't or there's no path to happening yet. On the people end, that's really the biggest asset that you have at this point, especially when you're in your early stages. So again, with Kubo, I have to end with this one. Finding win-wins is something that has helped me a lot and I've seen help a lot of our founders, right? I hope you guys become part of the Kubo community and, help other entrepreneurs. And I really hope that all of you succeed in your businesses. I'm happy to take questions now.
What are your thoughts on how we can be effective in our pitch for this season.
I would definitely highlight and emphasize the traction that you already have. So the more that you don't make them guess, right, the more specific you are about, this is how I can see myself working with your organization, spell it out for them, right? How you see your working together, being able to, again, have that win-win. The more that you can do that, the easier it is for them to also make that decision that, hey, I want to work with this guy, and I know exactly what we're going to do the moment we cut the check. I hope that answered your question, Dennis.
Yeah, no, good thoughts. Appreciate it.
Does it have to be like a tech startup to join Google?
Basically, there are sort of two tests that we went to consider. So the first test is really like, is it innovative or is it disruptive? And is it different from how the status quo is or how things are currently being done, how things are being operated that could be considered an innovation or a disruption to the status quo. The second thing that we look at is it scalable?
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Way to go, Kubo.
Day one of pitching continues, and the next batch of entrepreneurs pitch their businesses to the investor judges. First to pitch is a tech entrepreneur who wants to create a hub for all the front and back end needs of businesses. So from what I know, Abu, you were originally from Bangladesh.
I came here 1997 and I became an entrepreneur since I graduated.
You actually had to close your office.
Yes, I used to have my 18 years office in Makati, Magallanes, and due to pandemic last June, I decided to close it in the meantime. And eventually, last January, I reopened it.
You, as someone who is in tech, I'm sure things will be picking up for you. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Hello, investor. Good afternoon. My name is Abu MD Rahman. I am the CEO and founder of Imap Web Solutions. I am looking for 3.6 million pesos for 12 months operation costs and marketing costs. Today, I am going to show you my project, centralizing all digital need in one point. The problem, in the Philippines, if you see top 50 heavy traffic website in the country, did not have any platform to provide a B2B, B2C concept to address this need of the businesses. On the other hand, they are extremely expensive, and also there is no right tools. This all heavy traffic website in the country to address this business need for the business owners. Solution. I have built a platform from scratch with B2B, B2C concept for news publishing, business news publishing with company listing. Once they join this system, they get tools for publishing their job posting and hiring, and they can do right now the blog posting for their corporate purpose. They can do right now the press release anytime. They can also publish coupons or discount, and also they can publish their events either free or with ticket selling. FisheroftheFieldBiz.com. It is built with the latest technology, and it has also integrated with payment gateway. It has also integrated with chat. In Philippines, there is a lot of top websites like newspaper, TV channel. They have the online presence, but they did not have any of them. They're just focusing on news. But fieldbiz.com come up with a platform. Any business can join this system. Once they join, it's called free account. They can upgrade to the premium account. And once they upgrade, they get a lot of additional tools. We have no traction. I just finished the project last February. But what I have a projection. In this situation, we can automatically produce this amount of money. More or less, we can assume the 26 million gross revenue in the first year. Thank you.
I feel like a lot of the functionality that you're offering already exists. I mean, I
have answer on that.
Okay.
You go Job Street. You go another coupon website.
Sure.
You make an event another place. I am centralizing in one point. As a business owner, you have one account. You have employees, you give a specific address to manage this functionality. This employee is for event purpose. This employee for publishing the blogging. So I'm centralizing everything in one point.
I honestly think you're 20 years too late on this.
You might actually do yourself a big favor by just asking around a few companies to see, do they see value in what you're providing, right?
Right.
Because existing platforms kind of serve us pretty well. There is no need to try out and pay for a brand new platform that basically try to have an unproven aggregation of different services.
I don't think you have any proof that anyone will pay for this. I'm not saying they won't, but I don't think at this point you have any proof
because
that anyone will pay
the
for this.
individual functions that you want is pretty well served, right? If I want to do recruitment,
Yes.
I pretty much go to LinkedIn, right? I don't see that as a problem. So you need to convince the company to say, well, I'm going to stop going to LinkedIn and start coming to you.
You have a lot of features. There's a blogging platform, there's a press release platform. A startup should only be doing one thing. Now you just mentioned, hey, I'm also developing an e-commerce platform, even before you scaling this one. So that's my suggestion.
For me, I
just want to go back to what Vin said. The minute you said you're also doing another one as an e-commerce thing, that's big warning signs for me. Like you're doing too many things as a startup. I can't do. I've done startups. You know, one alone, it's like 24/7, and then you're doing two startups. I mean, you could be very brilliant, but we have a certain limitation, eh?
Yes.
As people, time.
Yes.
Maybe focus on one first.
Thank you. Yes. Going back to.
Yeah, so amongst the 4 features that you mentioned earlier, what do you think is the best one?
Actually, my vision was, I feel it will be best if I content blog and news will be fine. Because they can have at least a backlink or publish their stories.
Okay, so my suggestion, if that's what you believe in, focus on that one.
Okay.
Scale it like 100 or 100 million times, right? From there on, then you grow your startup to other businesses. I think that's how you should do it.
Yeah, thank you.
We wish you all the best.
Yeah,
and
thank you. Yes,
success.
I have to. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abu.
Thank you.
It was very exciting, and I was able to deliver what I wanted to deliver. I recognize before I look for an investor, I have to create some traction so that it will be easy for investor to understand there is a financial capability to produce revenue.
It's like the .com days.
Yes. I have images of Alta Vista.
Yeah,
exactly, GeoCities and all.
Those portals. Remember all those portals?
Yeah.
You know, and they even had portal software back
Alta
before
Vista,
before the .com bust. So yeah, this is old.
Up next,
So I wanted to introduce to you Wellnessable, from the words wellness is possible. It started in 2018.
So 3 years, it's a lot of time, and you still don't have a product.
So how big is your community?
I do not have that number.
next to pitch is a health and wellness coach who wants to bring her tailor-fit wellness program into the digital space. So Mickey, you're into a lot of things. You are a health and wellness advocate, you're a podcaster as well, but I think the most important thing with what you're doing now is that you're actually creating a platform for wellness.
I started it before the pandemic. It was tough to, make it bigger, but I think it's just a matter of, if you're passionate about it, you really find ways to get it done. So I'm lucky that I'm surviving very well.
You're up next. Good luck.
Thank you. Who is up for some really cool trivia? Please raise your hands. Awesome. Did you know that 95% of our behavior is actually driven by our subconscious mind? Most of you probably know that already. Now, the problem that we're trying to solve here is people are trying hard to keep up their fitness routine. And the thing is, because of the pandemic, it's even harder than before. So I wanted to introduce to you Wellnessable, from the words wellness is possible. This is our mission that we started back in 2018. So it's an existing platform with community and different services. So for us, we are actually going to be ultra tailor fit the content to the users by giving them assessment. And what's great about Wellnessable is we have actually partnered with therapists as well, like psychologists, and psychiatrists in order for us to combine the formula of providing them this service. We're actually going to be rewarding our users. So it's very basic in terms of the platform. The customer, or the member as we call it, will sign up for it and answer a simple assessment. If you're going to sign up as a member for it, you're going to be empowered to also help us out in the ongoing community projects that we've been doing for the past couple of years. I'm lucky that one of my partners, which is my brother, have been a mobile app and web app developer for over 10 years. So we're working on an MVP. We're integrating how I approach and help my clients and his ideas on technical side as well. So we have done a lot of free coaching and free events, virtual events, webinars. We've done podcasts, worked with a lot of influencers and celebrities and thought leaders to really make sure that we have different perspective and different lenses in providing wellness is possible to our community. We invest a lot on our social media as well. How is it earning? So currently we are testing the pricing for this. So the price is still, we're still playing around the price they have to pay monthly. Wellness is possible to Filipinos, and I really believe that you cannot just focus on exercise. It's a combination of different things. So it has to be a holistic 360-degree approach to that. That is us in a nutshell. I am very excited to hear your thoughts and your questions. Thank you.
Okay, how many users do you have now?
The platform itself is at the ideation stage, but the community and all the things that we're trying to integrate in that platform is being done already.
Okay, but you started this project when?
It started in 2018, so we're more about just community building since then, more about just giving back to the community, trying to hear their thoughts about wellness, because we don't want to right off the bat offer a product that we're not, we don't know them really that well. So
3 years, it's a lot of time, and you still don't have a product.
Actually, this is just the first year that we're trying to do the product. We're all about just focus on the content creation for us and for other brands.
So how big is your community? The people who are on your Facebook page, listen to your podcast, how big is that community?
Numbers-wise?
Yeah, numbers.
I do not have that number. I can only answer it based on the existing followers that we have.
Yeah, followers. How many followers?
Okay, so if we're gonna combine all the followers on all our platforms, it's gonna reach around 20K.
Yeah, okay. That's a start. Yeah, that's good.
So what are you going to do differently from all the other companies who are in this space already that allows you to do more and charge less and still make money?
I see your point on that, and the reason why I think it's gonna be possible is because if you have gathered so many users in your platform, I don't really think that that's gonna be an issue. So we are really using all our marketing experiences from the past to make sure that you get as much users as possible, and there are different strategies that you can do.
I think the two biggest assets you have going for you is the community that you already have and the possibility of creating some IP out of this assessment. I would probably work as quickly as possible to create the minimum viable product. But I think you got to get to that as soon as possible, I think.
I agree, I agree.
So when you're ready with, at least more than your MVP, right, we'll be more than happy to work with you to see how we can integrate that into our affiliate program, into our product, and we definitely look forward to that day coming, right?
Sounds exciting.
Same goes with us. Keep in touch. Let us know the progress of your company.
Absolutely.
So Nikki, I want to applaud you for having a big heart, helping a lot of people. We want to help you get to the point of your MVP. We have a design thinking workshop. We'll give you that workshop so that you can finish your prototyping, you can finish your testing, your MVP, so that you can face our good-looking judges here so that they can finance you. So we'll help you get to that stage. And so that's what I'd like to offer you.
That will be very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
I'll see you for the course, okay?
See you. So I'm really grateful to them because they've asked me so many questions that, it made me not just validate the idea, but at the same time help me in so many ways too when they ask me those questions. But more importantly, I'm grateful that Sir Joel made an offer that I think that it's a must-have. I mean, that course will really propel the business into something else. So I'm really excited about that.
Thank you for doing that, Joel.
Yeah.
I think it will help her a lot. I think the wellness space is great, but it's getting crowded.
Yes.
You really need to, get very focused on getting something right. The community is a good start. I think we just need to make sure that she gets the product right.
The unfortunate thing here is that she's got this brand and she's attracting all these people, but she's not tracking it and measuring it. So that's another maybe low-hanging fruit opportunity.
We'll put some numbers in her head, right? Get her to that discipline.
Yeah, well done, Joel.
Oh. Well, I hope she's worthy to meet you guys soon.
Up next,
our offer from UBX to provide the funding which you've asked, so $5 million.
We're inviting you to be a venture builder under our Velocity program.
All of your offers, you're all overwhelming. I think for now, I'd go with
next on stage is a teacher pitching her all-in-one education platform as a solution to the hassles of online and homeschooling. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, John. Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you. Your platform is something you've created for people like me. I'm a parent. The thing right now is that our kids, they're in school, but sometimes we feel like we're also in school, right?
Yes.
It's extremely difficult. And what you've created is a platform that will make this hopefully easier for people.
Yes, of course. For different stakeholders, not just for the students, but also for the parents and teachers. So most teachers who lost their jobs during this time of pandemic.
Sarah, I wish you luck because we really need this help.
Thank you so much, John. Good afternoon, investors. This is Teacher Sarah, the CEO and founder of the Truthful Teachers Philippines. We are a social enterprise that caters the needs of the students, parents, and teachers locally and abroad. And I am here to raise 5 million pesos in exchange of 5% seed funding to the dream that I built during this time of pandemic. COVID-19 pandemic has impacted our educational system greatly. A lot of parents have found themselves learning and educating their children while they are working. And many of our private school teachers have lost their jobs during this pandemic. And because of this, a lot have turned or transitioned from traditional private school to homeschooling. The Truthful Teachers Philippines is a flexible online education platform that caters not just the students, but also the parents as well as the teachers. This is our business model for the students. Each of this package comes with end-to-end online curriculum facilitation and tutorial services given by our teachers. We also have a business model for our parents. So for this one, we provide flexible and transparent annual membership fee. And this also comes with educational coaching and consultation. Since we are a social enterprise, we provide jobs for our teachers. So post-pandemic, I see the Truthful Teachers as the Uber of education. One click away, and the teacher comes into their home whenever and wherever they want. So we are growing. We are now 22 in the team. We are now catering students from other countries in the Middle East and other countries. Thank you so much, investors, and I hope you can help us develop our educational system by helping one teacher at a time. Thank you.
Why are you the best person to solve this problem when it comes to education?
I was inspired way back 2018 by Uber and Grab. I'd like to have something big as that for education. And I think I am the best person to represent TDT because I am a teacher by profession.
And on the technology, what technology do you have now?
At the moment, we only have Facebook page. We are hoping to have our own website or an app.
I'd like to make you an offer. I'd like you to join the Velocity program of 917 Ventures. We will provide you the scaling capability of 917 Ventures. We will give you access to our more than 80 million customers. We have access to every single school in the country. So maybe later on, we can discuss that on how we can work things out between you and or the Truthful Teachers Philippines and 917 Ventures.
Great, thanks.
So one area that we can potentially work into is to see how some of the services can be embedded in part of our service offering, right? One target market that we have, right, that we're growing very quickly is actually in the OFW market. That could be an area that we can explore further to see how, our customer base or they're outside the country can make avail, as part of our protection for them to see kind of a cross-marketing or cross, engagement with them to see how they can make use of the service as well.
Thank you.
Well, let me be more blunt. I would invest in your company. At what you're asking for, your evaluation is a fairly high multiple. But if we could work that out, I think you've already got the team, right? And I think you've got a working business model. You've got some technology to work on, and that's another area where we can help. I'll put that on the table.
Thank you so much.
I guess I'm the last, right? Actually, we were looking for solutions to help that space. And I think you've hit the mark. So first thing I'd like to offer is we have a 3-month program called Innovation and Creative Enterprise. So it's an ASEAN course. And I'll give you a full scholarship for that. And then that already gives you access to an understanding of the Southeast Asian market. And it will move you from your current MVP into a more investable product. As a fellow educator, I'm really glad you did this.
Thank you so much, sir.
If you're gonna accept our offer, we start in the next few weeks. We're gonna build your product.
So the offer from UBX, we'll do the $5 million. We'd have to talk about the percentage. And on the back of that, we can provide technical capability. We have engineers as well, and so we can provide access to that. I think you have the team, so that's our offer.
Shall I decide right now? I was given offers by 2 investors. Yung first one is yung kay Sir Vince Yamat. Agad-agad next week, gusto na niyang i-support yung Truthful teachers. And then the other one is Sir John from UBX. They can provide 5 million pesos, pero yung 5% is to be discussed.
So hindi pa sure kung pwede pang lumaki yung 5%?
Yes, possible. So ayun, I need to decide right now na kasi which one.
Pareha sila ng value.
Hindi ko din alam. Sige, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
I think from a strategic investment perspective, this is kind of right up our alley.
CSR, strategic alignment, and all our platforms can support her.
Definitely.
CCAP box.
Yeah, and a nice exposure to the education ecosystem.
Yeah, which we want. Right?
Which we want.
Yeah.
We want to, from a tech perspective, from a tech platform perspective. So I like it. Yeah.
Here, boss.
Good.
So what do you guys think?
I think her desire to solve the problem is there, her obsession is there, her domain knowledge is there too. So I'm willing to make a bet on her.
Mm-hmm.
She has the talent, she's what we're looking for, and I feel like we would be able to give her what she needs.
Okay.
If she gets, she accepts our offer.
Okay.
We're ready to go.
Ready?
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Hi again, investors. It's overwhelming. Thank you so much for your offers, investors. This is hard. I like all of your offers, and I'm very much grateful. And I'm so happy that you listened to me, and you're very much willing to help, not just me, but other teachers here in the Philippines. I only need to choose one, and I think that's 917. Thank you.
Looking forward to working with you and uplifting the lives of the Filipino people. This is the sector that we're looking into as well.
I'm looking
So we're
forward.
excited.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited.
Thank you.
Actually, at the moment, I feel overwhelmed. Ang haba ng buhok ko. Kasi, most of the investors, they have great offers sa Truthful teachers. They really loved my pitch and they believe that it could create a difference in our educational system.
Well done, Vince.
Congratulations.
Thank you. No, I was really happy with the outcome. That space, I think, is gonna be big. She's only scratching the surface.
Exactly.
I agree with you. Obviously, that's why we were looking to fund that. But well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Next time on The Final Pitch. It's time to get up close and personal with FWD Philippines President and CEO, Lee Haozwang. And the next batch of pitches continues.
I think you've got a lot of competition here.
I really appreciate all the offers, but if I was to choose, it's a hard decision.